Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. On this video, we're taking a little trip into Fusionville. Basically, what we have going on here is a banh mi sandwich colliding with a southern pork belly slider. And we are going to be using Rooster Stix by Seasoning Stix and Hoi Fong Foods. It's going to be amazing. Let's get going. All right, we're going to kick this off with kind of a Southeast Asian inspired, a little bit of Chinese going on here, BBQ Rub. Kick this off with 3 tablespoons of Chinese 5-spice, 3 tablespoons brown sugar, 2 tablespoons ground chili powder. I'm just using a California chili powder. Use whatever you want, as much heat as you want. 1.5 tablespoons kosher salt, 1 teaspoon garlic powder. We're done. That was easy. Let's get to prepping that pork belly. All right, and here's my pork belly. 2.5 pounds. Skin on, obviously. I'm just going to score the skin. And I'm doing this to get just a little bit of penetration, smoke penetration through the bottom. A little bit of my rub through there, and also just to kind of help with the rendering. All right, we'll start with a rub now. I'm not going to concern myself too much with the bottom here, with the skin part. I say bottom. This is going to be skinned down when I put it on the pit. Just want to kind of rub it into the areas where I sliced into the fat. And it'll kind of season the skin up. I'm not applying any type of binder or anything. This is sticky enough. It'll hold the rub, no problem. All right, that looks great. That 5-spice smells so good. Anyway, Greg the dummy forgot to do something. I wanted to put those seasoned sticks in the pork belly before I put the rub on, but I went into autopilot mode here. But no big deal with that tool, this tool. I'll be able to do this. I mean, you don't really need to handle the pork belly too much to get the sticks in there. So it's not that big of a deal. So I'll go ahead and load up a stick in the barrel here. And I'm just going to basically crisscross these sticks around the perimeter of this pork belly. That sounds weird, perimeter of the pork belly. And in case you didn't see that last video where I used these, this is a Sriracha sauce and garlic butter flavored. It's amazing. And I think with this recipe being that I'm going to pull this pork belly, it's really going to taste great. It'll really blend in there. All right, we are ready to go. I have 8 seasoning sticks going into this from all 4 sides. The rub is sweated through. It's ready to be put on the pit. Smells amazing. Again, that 5-spice, love it. Meet you guys outside. All right, we're going to be cooking this pork belly on the ceramic today, running it at 250 degrees, and we are actually burning pear wood. Let's get it on board. Right, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. As the rub starts to tighten up, I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of pear nectar, and I'm going to wrap it color. So once it gets that nice kind of mahogany color, developing a bark, we'll be wrapping it, finishing it with a little bit of pear juice on top of that. So I'll be seeing it in a bit. All right, it's been 1.5 hours. I just took a look at this pork belly, and that rub's looking a little dry. We are going to go ahead and spritz it, and again, this is actually pear juice. You can see how it's a little dry right there. Now the reason I went with pear juices. I just think it goes well with that kind of Asian theme. It's a nice light flavor, and it really, really tastes good with pork. So I'm going to keep checking this, probably again another 45 minutes or so. If it looks like it's getting a little dry, hit it with another spritz. All right, we're at 3 hours and 15 minutes, and we have that color that I was looking for. Check that out, just beautiful, beautiful mahogany color. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off the pit. Set it on my foil. Right, I'm just going to hit it with a little bit more of that kind of Asian-inspired rub. Again, this 5-spice just smells so good. Just drizzle a little bit of honey on here. And a little of that pear nectar. And we'll wrap this very tightly. And we'll get this back on the pit. Now we're going for tenderness. So what I'm going to do is just continue cooking, and I will check for tenderness with my meat probe thermometer, the InstaRead pen. I'm not going to look at the temp. I'm just going to poke it in there, and when I get that hot knife through butter feeling, I'll pull it. See you in a bit. All right, we're another hour and a half in. Again, just used the old meat probe, pushed it in, pulled it out. No resistance either way, so it's ready to come off the pit. I'm going to go ahead and take it in the house. We'll let it rest a little bit, let it cool just a tad. Then we'll pull it, make some sandwiches. See you in a bit. Right, so the pork belly is rested and it is ready to pull. And I gotta tell you, I mean, it is scrumptious, just falling apart, falling apart. Right, so far I am really happy. I mean, it's moist, it's tender, got a nice smoke ring, and I wanted to show you guys this. There's some of that Sriracha. The minute I started tearing into this, here's some more right there. I could smell the Sriracha and that kind of garlicky, buttery odor. I mean, it's, you know, that unmistakable odor of Sriracha sauce, but again, along with the garlic and butter. Here, let me just try this. Oh, wow. Again, that 5-spice, I just love that stuff, and it's really coming out. Let's make a sandwich, guys. All right, if this was actually a banh mi sandwich, we'd be using a French baguette, but it's not. It's something I concocted in my head. So we're using a crostini roll, very soft, and they look kind of cool, lightly buttered. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a little toast. Right, that's about as much as I want to do. This thing is blazing right now. We are going to kick this off with a mayo. Basically what I did was I took regular old mayo and I mixed it with some sweet chili sauce. And I have to tell you, it's really, really good. I'm going to have to incorporate this into a burger for sure. Put it on the top and the bottom. Now it's time for some of this delicious pork belly. You can see some of that Sriracha coming through. Some right there. Right, and this is some pickled carrot, daikon, and jalapeno. Easy recipe, I'll have it down below, but basically it's been pickled in a mixture of water, rice wine, sugar, that's it. And it is good. I have here basically some julienne Persian cucumber. You can use European cucumber. It'll add a kind of a cooling element. A little bit of cilantro. For those that don't like cilantro, just don't do it. A little green onion. And here we are. That's a pretty sexy sandwich, I have to say. Again, it just smells so good. Let's cut this thing open and see how it looks cross-sectioned. Bun's super soft. Look at that. I think it's beautiful. Let's give it a try. I mean, just look at that. Wow. You can smell it. I mean, just it's overwhelming, the layers of flavors I know this thing is going to pack. Mmm. Wow. That was a good sandwich. I knew it was going to be good, but I mean, I have to tell you, it's actually better than I thought. And I'm asking myself, how come I don't use these buns more on burgers? So that 5-spice really pops. I mean, it comes out at you, but it's not overwhelming. There's heat. I mean, think about it. There's Sriracha in here. There's jalapeños in here. There's daikon, which it's not, I don't think it's as hot as like the type of radishes we have here, you know, that we eat, the common red radish. But you know, it's got that kind of like a nose heat, like a wasabi has. And there's that sweet chili going on in the mayo, and some chili in the rub, but it is not hot. I mean, there's a little teeny bit of warmth, but it goes away really quickly. This is really good. That vinegary kind of acid from those pickled vegetables just really balances it out. This is I almost cussed just now. I try to keep this clean for the families, but it's a really, really good sandwich. Really good sandwich. Wow. I'm getting some heat from that jalapeno now right on my tongue. But again, with the sugary kind of pickling that it underwent, it's just a really nice warm burn. It's not painful or anything. Anyway, sorry guys, you had to sit there and watch me eat this whole sandwich. So I think this was a perfect application for those Rooster Stix. It's a very fatty meat, kind of a soft meat, and the flavors are really distributed throughout. Then the going through the pulling and then the shredding of that pork helped it even more. Very happy with this, and I will do this again. And you will see these buns on another video, I can guarantee you that. All in all, I'm really, really happy. So, again, these seasoning sticks, I'm really having a lot of fun with these. It's different. It's really cool, and again, the ideas are just whirling in my head right now. I'm going to do something else I have planned with these. Links down below if you want to check them out. Again, good company. The owners of this company are really, really cool, just down to earth. So let's go with a beer highlight, and this is a new one for me as well. Got this at the Asian market. It's Beer Lao. It's the #1 selling beer in Laos. Actually, it's one of the top selling international beers I just read. But this is a gold premium lager, and surprisingly good. I have never had a beer from Laos before. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly light, but I mean, it's a refreshing beer. I mean, I should have poured it in a glass so you could see it. Just a light little head here, but it's a good beer. Thanks, Laos. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Again, sorry you had to sit here and watch me eat this whole sandwich, but it's good, man. It's good. I'm going to finish the rest of this little few bites left before I hang it up. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.